Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. And today we have setbacks, a lot of setbacks. We're going to be policing the situation. Did you see what I did there? Policing. Yeah, we have a crime problem and we're going to be addressing it. We already started in previous episodes building a new courthouse, which is definitely going to be needed. The second thing is, let's address the elephant in the room. So we have a prison system, crime system, crime and justice system in the game, which starts with crimes being committed, police processing them, courts processing them, ending up in a prison. So let's start from the back. Prisons are... There's a lot of space in a prison, so there's no need for us to build more prisons. We have capacity. Before that, we have the judicial system, or the courts. We have one big court being built, and we have one smaller court over here. This court is struggling a lot. We have 500 cases that reached the statute of limitations this year and 450 last year. So that's enormous amount. So we need to process these cases. Furthermore, we have the police station here. It doesn't seem to have a lot of work, but it says that there was 100 unexamined criminal cases this year. If we go to our statistics and go, let's see if I can find statistics here. Yeah, so let's go. This year we had court did not, so 500 cases did not, here we go, police did not investigate. 9% of the cases were not even investigated. We are becoming a New York. And then last year, seems that only courts were lagging behind. So we have a policing issue here, but as you can see, we don't have a problem with too many cases. We have a problem with not enough cars. I was always under influence that 2 cars are sometimes even too much, but fine. I'll do the definitely was. Let's do a third car here. I will not overburden this because I know unless 3 Division did something with the statistics, with the mechanics of the game, I think the 3 cars should be more than enough to patrol all the crimes. And of course, as previously mentioned, the biggest elephant in the room is the courthouse, which currently requires 4,000 work days to be finished. That's enormous. We are speeding through it, we are flying through it, but it's still a lot. So I will be focusing on this because this is I believe, not 100% sure, but I believe that this is the biggest contributor to the happiness. You have some lack of meat there as well. We're going to be checking out the shops. We're going to go and search for the meats, but first I would like to assign a couple of more construction offices to the courthouse, just to get more cranes in here. Because if you don't know how it works, each one of these cranes supports only a certain amount of workers. So we don't have a worker problem, we actually have high unemployment. So we have more than enough workers constantly working here. We don't have enough cranes, and even materials are delivered. So technically we don't need buses to deliver people here. We need cranes to come here and work on this. I can get the 4th crane as well. You know what? While we're at it, why the hell not? Let's just go for it and let's focus on this court as soon as possible. So we can at least start the downward trend of recovery. Technically, we could have already started recovery because I did, we bought the car, but some other stuff have been fixed, like food supplies and other things like water. Water was a big problem. The pumping stations weren't done yet. Looks like now it's working. We are full of, our storages are full of water, so the city is saved finally. But yeah, there's other challenges that we have. So let's go and address some of the unhappiness here. We have lack of meat. Let's go and investigate the meat problem. We have a couple of locations where the meat is delivered. Oh, I have a big thing. Now we're gonna talk about orphanages as well, and I'm freaking pissed. Orphanages are a crime against this game. Do not build orphanages ever. Children has to die, children has to die. It's up to 3 division, not up to us. This is insane, the amount of orphanages you have. As soon as something happens, like an earthquake, you will not have enough orphanages. So yeah, and then all these people end up in kids end up in orphanages. Yes, finally, thank God they're saved. But as soon as they turn 18, 21, when they finish education, they're gonna need residency, and that's gonna hit you like a huge wave of additional people that are coming. And like I cannot stop the amount of people that are coming into the age that they require their apartments. So yeah, orphanages is a part of history for me. I will probably never build them again. I don't see the point of them. It's additional drain on the resources and put additional stress on your system later on. And of course, if you don't have orphanages, the loss of a child doesn't affect your population so much, but suddenly if you have an orphanage and then orphans cannot move to residential areas, or you don't have enough space in orphanages for orphans, you're screwed, and that's it. So my plan is to do this. To stabilize the situation in the whole country, so stabilize everything and get rid of the orphanages all the way down as much as possible, and then when we are as low as we can be, I'm just gonna shut down the orphanages and donate kids elsewhere. Where don't give a rat's ass, because this mechanic is killing us. So they did not fix this. I mean, maybe it's working as intended, but it's a crime. It's just really bad. So I'm thinking of starting to remove bigger orphanages. The biggest one we have is this one. It's 92. I think it's this one. 92 kids. How much here? 83 here. So if we start with the bigger ones, then we're gonna have a smaller problem later. So we have 92 kids here. Do we have 92 spaces elsewhere to transport these kids? Looks like maybe. Let me try this. If I go and try to demolish this orphanage, no, unfortunately it's not possible yet. We need to have more space in orphanages. So yeah, let's cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay. Unemployment too high. That's unfortunately there's messages that we're gonna have to deal with. Like I said, at the same time, I will continue expanding, and I did do a little bit of work in the background. For example, I automated some of the vehicles here. You can see the fuel is a problem as well. Let's build a fuel station here. Sorry, my bad. Didn't play the game. I didn't play. Ooh, all right. This is from the copy paste option that we had before. There we go. So we didn't play the game for a while, for a few days, because there was another game that we played. So yeah, there you go. And let's go with the mother road. Yes, and then let's go with the fuel supplies. Fuel supplies are at its limit, but this is something that I will have to soon address. Oh, cannot assign more buildings. Okay. Gas station, large farm, bus end station. Yeah, looks like we're actually running at the limits here. Fuel storage. Oh, this is bitumen. Yeah, looks like we might have a little bit of a boo-boo issue here. I can stop. I saw a couple of farming vehicles going elsewhere for some reason. Let me inspect the farms real quickly. So this is the farm. This is the fields that this farm is assigned to. This looks perfect. These are the fields that this farm is assigned to. Looks perfect. Any other fields? No. And these are the fields that this farm is assigned to. Looks decent. And then these are the... Okay, so I saw crossing over from farm to farm, or I saw at least harvesters on the main roads. That means that they potentially didn't have the electricity or something to refuel where they were, but now looks like they have. One other thing I noticed here as well, I'm getting a lot of fertilizer, so I'm looking into exporting potentially fertilizer or getting rid of it in any case. So we have 4,000 tons of biological waste. Let me see how much fertilizer costs to export. So if we go to the prices, here we go, price, and then EF fertilizer. Oh, that's cheap as hell. Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure that they actually import any fertilizer. So let's see, fertilizer or biological waste, because I have a feeling that this year, last year, doesn't seem like we imported any biological waste. So well, no, I don't see fertilizer or biological waste. So looks like all this biological waste was produced by cows, moo-moos, and we are not using enough of it. So this could be another problem for us, this biological waste, which is fine. Biological waste is on its own being turned into fertilizer. So but fertilizer is next to no expense. Coffee for Oolykee, and let's continue. Yeah, this is something we're gonna have to address. If you want fertilizer initially, yeah, great, try to get your fertilizer, but down the line, ooh, we cannot store to export more meat. What the hell? Are we not exporting this meat? Chemical clothing supply, chemical clothing exports. Do we have refrigeration, waste distribution, meat exports? Okay, okay. And what else are you doing? What's with the... Okay, so fertilizer distribution. Yeah, sure. Okay, looks like we're producing way too much meat, so I'm gonna go for refrigeration trucks, workshop items, total capacity, Yelch, Kamas, no Kamas. I'm kind of disappointed in Kamas. Ooh, the Romanian ones are kind of my favorite recently. So let's go for 2 of them. Over 10% of meat needs to be exported. This could be also where the fertilizer is coming from. I don't know if these guys produce fertilizer as they operate, or if cows are here, they just constantly fill the fertilizer. Let's monitor this. Because cows, like, technically they don't eat anything now. Well, yeah, they don't eat anything. Cows do not eat anything because cows apparently don't eat food anymore if they're not being slaughtered. So yeah, but and also production of biological waste looks like it stopped as well. So yeah, this could be the problem. Let's turn on the cheat mode. Let's go here. 78 tons. That's not the fields. These are the fields. 168 tons. These last here, 166 last fields as far as I can go. Yeah, these are the ones that have a lot of fertilizer on it. So we need to export meat faster. We need to make farms work more. This 8,000 ton capacity, like this one also. This tells me that this silo is perfectly full now. Beginning of, end of November, beginning of it's the end of the harvest season. So last trucks they're still getting the crops of the fields, but this also tells me that the fields are not being fully harvested. So this is not utilizing all the grains that we're getting here. So yeah. This could be a problem, but we'll see. We need to increase productivity of these places. They are already high in productivity, but I think we might have too many outages. Or let me just calculate how much crops do we consume here. This is 2.6 and then 23 tons. That's let's say 26 tons. Let's do the calculations. 26 times 365. They should be consuming 9,500 tons of crops per year. That means 9,500. That means if the harvest season lasts for, let's say, 4 months, when they start getting crops until they stop, it's actually more 3 months, but let's go 4 months. That means that they should be consuming 6. We might be producing too much crops here. Maybe. Huh. It's interesting. It's interesting. I'll monitor this, but I don't want to deal with this right now. I need to rethink how we can consume more crops here. Same situation over here. Like, this should not be the case. This is way more. 32 times 365. That will be close over 10,000 tons of crops. And looks like productivity of this area, it's not full. By full, I mean it's not working at 100%, so... And for some reason there's 5 people left here on the bus. Because now it's working on a higher productivity. Yeah. I don't think we can do anything about this, but I'm still surprised that we are delivering all the crops to this. Interesting. Okay, that's not the main thing of this episode. We finished the second to last stage of this courthouse. Let's go and focus on finishing the courthouse. We do have a lot of Skoda trucks and Jelch trucks delivering boards. We do need 162 tons of boards and 32 tons of bricks. All the construction offices are signed to this, so this is gonna take a while. What's with you? You were repaired. So this is a ZIL dumper truck. Let's recycle you. Let's recycle you. ZIL dumper truck. Do we need more dumper trucks here? Looks like they're busy at the moment, so maybe. Let's leave it later. I'm gonna leave it for later. Okay, so a couple of things. The worker sink can definitely be a refinery. We can easily finish it. We have finances, we have resources. I wanted to double check if we have boards here. Yeah, we have 264 tons of boards, 203 tons of bricks. I'm pretty sure that this is going to be done post-haste. Oh, ship. Yeah. By the way, it's not a ship, it's a shit. Because you know how 3 Division is trying to make you jump through the hoops when this ship needs to pass under the bridges, and then distance between the pillars. Yeah, it just drives through the pillars. So this is just number to anger you, and then they do their own thing. Oh, Baltimore, come on, hit it. Will it do it? I'm pretty sure, as far as I remember, it actually hits the pillar. And the height? Yeah, the height is also a lie. Yeah. Go all Baltimore on this bridge. Come on, hit it. Oh, darn it. Now it kind of avoided it, but well, let's see. There we go. There we go. All Baltimore. Yeah, so this is the requirements. You need to raise a bridge, it needs to be a certain height, it needs to be a certain width, because your ships won't pass underneath, and then when you oblige by everything, it actually just sails through the pillars and whatever. I know I shouldn't have put a harbor this close, but hey-ho, beggars can't be choosers. Let's see what's the situation. The power plant has oil. Oil is being stored as well, but here, oh yeah, Old Gala, darn it. I don't we had a comments from Old Gala, and I totally forgot about this, about loading. He was wondering why we were loading this, and he asked, hey, did you read my comment? But yeah, it looks like I did, and responded to all of them. But what I'm gonna do now is just double check Double check. Grids and snapping down the thumbs down. Old Gala, I'm gonna give you something. We're gonna discuss this as well. Grids and snapping. I think you have missed my comment a couple of days ago about filling the oil ship weekend already. Yeah. So previously, Old Gala said that. I would consider putting a storage tank at the dock loading the oil so it can fill when the ship is away. It might load faster than... Yeah, absolutely, I agree with this. Oh, right. Whoa, I did not see this comment. Okay, I often have a Twitch streamer on my second monitor who operates barge, often along the Rhine as well. That's real life, not a game. All other waterways, turn the sound off and just watch the scenery and the loading and unloading on different types of cargo. It's called... Okay, this is really good. El Capitano 1988. That's really interesting. I'm gonna check this out. Looks like I really didn't see... Okay, I did not get this notification when I was looking through the comments. This was not there, and now I have unread comment from Old Gala. I have no idea what the hell this is. This is YouTube doing something. I definitely missed this comment. So, yeah, this Old Gala, this is actually the plan here. So, my plan here is how the system works. We have oil field output. This is where the oil field ends, and this is the pumps, one for multiple inputs, one for multiple outputs, and here the oil refining or transport starts. All the crude dinosaur juice comes over here in these three tanks. These three tanks are just if we have overproduction, so it can be filled here. In the end, it goes to the not in the end, sorry, it doesn't go through these storages, but parallel to everything goes into the power plant storage, which I think everybody agrees should be here. Oh, happiness is up. So, the fills, I think everybody agrees that we need to have this oil storage for the power plant, because we don't want this power plant to stop working ever. And then we have these three tankers that are filling before the refinery. So, before the refinery, you can see here that all of them are connected to each other. And here we have two outputs. Output is going to the refinery, so dinosaur juice can go and be processed, but the other output is going here, and currently it's being loaded into this small barge. But I think I made a decision already. I'm not sure if I announced it or not. Excuse me. I'm not sure if I announced it already or not, but I have I want to build the oil storage here, Kromnova here, with the bitumen, fuel, and dinosaur juice. So these are the three things I want to fill in here, and this is going to be preloading. This is only for the export. After that, all three of those are actually going to be emptied straight away, and first we're going to fill in the three tanks for domestic consumption, both dinosaur juice, bitumen, and fuel, and this is going to be filled first. So how the system works: dino juice comes in, dino juice goes to the power plant, dino juice goes to the refinery, but at the same time dino juice goes to the dino juice storage. This is dino juice storage for ships. But even it doesn't stop here. First needs to fill in the most primary thing that dinosaur juice is used, and that is your own consumption. Fuel, bitumen, and dinosaur juice, they need to be used by your people first, and then export the rest of it. So this is the system how it's supposed to work. So again, input, processing, storage for export, and then storage for domestic consumption. It is filled from the last to the first, so in the reverse order. So this is the most important, and then it's the exports. And of course here we are controlling the filling of the power plant tank. So yeah, this should be a lot of oil, so for power production. Anyway, so this is, we technically did this, what old Gala said, but I again apologize, I'm just looking at the comment now, I did not like it, I did not comment it, replied back, and I'm sorry about that. I blame YouTube, because really I didn't, I really missed it. Well, I don't know. Alcohol, sociological problems, I don't know. Oolykee has so many of those. Jokes. Let's try to destroy this one more time. We cannot demolish before the kids are removed. I'm kind of hoping that we can remove. I don't know how. Look at this. Okay, well, do I have to manually remove kids? Because it appears that we might have a capacity. Seriously? I just... What? Okay, yeah, you distribute the kids around. Okay, this looks good. Oh, how is that gonna influence our happiness then? Oh, experimentation time? No, I will not experiment with this. Let me just try to get the kids to different... Let's go like this. I will leave a little bit of extra. And, oh, we don't really have to. We have... Oh, sorry, that's this one here. Yeah, okay. I'm kind of hoping that they're gonna redistribute the kids. How many do you have extra over here? None extra. Okay, that's great. And here, okay, let them redistribute. Okay, so I'm gonna definitely do something. I'm gonna experiment with this, if this is gonna devastate our happiness or not, but yeah, I'm definitely done with orphanages for a while, potentially forever, but for a while definitely. Okay, last chance to buy, go away, go. Happiness low. Why? Crime reported, culture, kindergarten. All of this stuff seems fake news. Because kindergarten is here and it's not full. Culture could be a thing. Oh, by the way, we're building a lot here. Let's go and assign some of these guys. Unfinished road, bus 1. Police station needs to be first. Where's the police station? Garbage. This is rebuilding. Ah, here we go, police station. Let's go with bus 3 here as soon as possible. And then we have Tserak. No, that's rebuilding. These. This is gonna go bus 4, and we have a small bus. Container stand. There we go. Bus 2. There we go. Let's go, and happiness is still increasing, a little bit slower than expected, but still increasing. I need to see how... Oh, okay. So, okay, perfect. So we have the crimes being processed in this courthouse as well. This is gonna increase the amount of prisoners we're gonna get, because now we have a processing power for cases. This is gonna be challenging. I will... we had a couple of these discussions. What Mr. Dennis suggested is literally giving up on some of these crimes and not resolving them, especially the blue ones, that's the light crimes or minor crimes, because then they wouldn't cause they don't cause that much stress of people not being happy because of this, that they're less happy of crimes being cancelled rather than not resolved. What I'm gonna do, because then they would actually resolve some of the cases, especially more serious ones, and technically people will be happier. But this has been happening for over a year now, and this is the resolution. Our happiness is down 10%, but it's slowly rising. I know for a fact, if I reject some of the cases in the courthouse, can you transfer the cases? What does it mean, excessive caseload? That's the first time I see this name. Anyway, what I wanted to say is that wow, so many messages. Shop is out of goods. This is important. Which goods? Looks like it's meat. Looks like it's meat. Why are we running out of meat? This is interesting. Don't we have the distribution? Let's see. Meat here is definitely not running low. And then we have food distribution here. We even have a meat truck here not doing anything. And obviously meat is being delivered. For some reason it looks like meat is being consumed here a lot. And that is not being delivered in adequate amounts. Here we go. Where are you? We're gonna follow this one. Anyway, so this is what I wanted to do in this episode. I wanted to check out the... Ah, darn it. Wow, that's a lot of traffic issues. I think it's due to snow initially, but anyway, so a lot of issues we have. I think they are being resolved. Yeah, and straight away. Out of what? Out of electronics now. Wow. Okay, I don't think this 90% works just because it's not enough for our people. Let's go 10 and 10. I think this is gonna be how we're gonna do things from now on. A little bit more clothing is gonna be delivered, so then and electronics, and they're not gonna run out of it. So yeah, well, hopefully. And meat is being delivered here, so this should be resolved. Court overwhelmed. It appears that the court is struggling to keep up with the caseload. This could be due to the shortage of judges or excessive number of cases. As a result, some cases may be closed due to capacity limitations. Okay, there's nothing I can do with this, about this. Let me just check the messages here. Not enough tutors in the orphanage. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you'll see. You'll see. I'm gonna experiment, but trust you me, me and orphanages are not done, and it's not gonna end up so simply. I think it's gonna be painful for both of us, but whoa, that's a lot of cases. Doesn't matter. This is the biggest courthouse. We're gonna handle it. Anyway, that's it. Happiness went up by 1%. It didn't show even the signs of going down, so happiness changes plus constantly. So I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comments. Oh, I didn't address the snapping. Okay. Okay, old Gala. We're gonna address snapping in the next episode. I hope so. I hope I remember. Anyway, see you in the next one. Bye-bye.